There we go. Okay, so 6-week Canvas tips. So some of these I knew before. Most of these I've learned recently. So usually when I learn something new, I want to share it. I get really excited about it. I am very much of a geek about stuff, so I get way too excited about things like that. The 6 things we're gonna look at, and we can look at more stuff if there's time. If you want to bring anything up at the end, it's like, oh, I'm not sure how to do this. Please let me know if I know anything. I can look at. How to see submission comments, right? Looking at the gradebook notes feature, viewing ungraded assignments, hide grades while grading, commonly used comments, and the video feedback feature. Okay, so we'll talk about all these. Okay, so how to see submission comments. So this is stuff that I've kind of gotten in trouble with when I grade, because there's some assignment and I go and I grade everything with the speed grader, but I might leave a comment like, you're missing a bit here. You should add it on and resubmit it, and I will regrade it. Or I'll leave some comment on there. And the student comments back that they might be asking me a question in the submission box, or they might be doing something like without submitting them. If they resubmit the assignment, I see it's there and I can grade it. But if they just do the submission comment, I don't get notified. All right. So I found out a couple of ways to see the submission comments, so I don't kind of get to the end of the semester and go, oh my gosh, I didn't know that you answered me in the box. All right. So they probably think I'm a horrible professor, but it's because I didn't know how to do it in Canvas. All right. So there's, let me go to a Canvas page. So there's a couple of ways to do it. One way is to go to your inbox. So this inbox is, your students are sending messages. But notice there's a drop-down list here. So the inbox, you have choices, and the bottom choice is submission comments. So that gives you all the submission comments that were made in all your courses for assignments. Okay. So yeah, basically, if you look at here, there's a submission comment from my summer class. This is what I did, and that's what the student did. Okay, so now I know to check that most days and see if there's any follow-up on submission comments that were made by students, so I don't miss anything. Okay, so I think this will be like a huge help for me. The other way to get your submission comments, and this is, I learned yesterday from a colleague, because I shared this and they go, oh, hey, there's another way. All right, so another way is to go to your account and go to notifications. Okay, so if you go to account and notifications, then there are things that you can turn on and off. All right, so there's a submission comment here. So submission comment, you can get it if you click on this. Mine was turned off, but if you click to notify you immediately, it sends you an email and says, hey, somebody made a submission comment, and you can click on that email and it takes you directly to that submission comment in the right course with the right assignment. Okay, and I guess you can also set it to give you a daily summary or a weekly summary of all your submission comments. So you, instead of getting them each time a student submits something, which can get annoying, you get a daily summary. All right. Okay, and there's other things here. All right. Any questions or thoughts on this? Okay. Do you guys know any other tricks? Go ahead.
I didn't, thanks for telling me. I've had this problem too, where I didn't know that comments were being submitted until I just stumbled upon them much later. And so I appreciate this. So when you gave us this advice, I just went to my account and looked under, like where you said to look for it, but it shows a little, looks like a calendar with, it says daily summary with a 3 on it. I don't know what that means. Any idea?
I think the 3 is just
Was that what yours says
a
too?
random date on a calendar.
Oh, okay, great.
I don't think it's like every 3 days. I think it's just
Okay.
like, oh, here's a calendar page with that random date on it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, okay. I guess so this is by email and this is by push notification. So I guess my email is set to send me a daily email, although I could have it send it. I don't like, probably notify immediately would be a bad idea.
Yes.
Because you'll get an email every time a student submits something. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it as a daily email and it's gonna email it to me. All right, go. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so grade book notes feature. So again, this is another one that I've learned about recently, and I haven't used it yet, but I want to use it. Okay, so there's, I'm gonna drop a link to this presentation in the chat at some point soon, so you can these guides and the link to everything. So yeah, if you click on guide, it will take you to a developmental shell. All right, let's see. I go to grades. Okay, I have one person, the test student. Okay, so view, and if you look here, there's notes, but it's unclicked. So the default is for it to be unclicked. So you can click on notes, and this adds a column to your Canvas gradebook right at the beginning here, right? So I find this really useful because I can put notes about my student. Okay, so for example, I could have notes like student needs 1.5 times for testing, right? Or I could put student email me and they need a 2 extension on this assignment. Or I usually give a assignment at the beginning called write your mathematical autobiography, where they tell me, their experience with math from elementary school and how they feel about math and all that stuff. And I can make notes about things that they told me on there that I could sort of refer back to it. So I can look in my notes column and it's like, oh yeah, they said they really like math, or they said they're not comfortable with it. So when I kind of communicate with them, I can refer to my notes and make it personalize it. Okay, so I really like this. Not that it feels like a cheat, like I'm looking at my cheat sheet and sort of, oh, I'm going to personalize my messages to my students, but it's real, right? I want to know more about my students, and these notes are kind of really easy to refer to. And I can go back and as I'm grading or I'm checking their grades and kind of see the stuff is missing, I can look at the notes and kind of see if there's anything that I put in there that might kind of give me warning bells or things that I can refer to. It's like, oh yeah, last week you told me that you got your vaccine. How are you feeling? Things like that, Okay, that's it for this one. I told you they're quick. Has anybody else used the notes feature or? Yeah.
So this isn't shared with the students, correct?
No, this is private.
Private. Okay, I'm making that a note in my little notes here. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. This is you. Yeah. So it's not, the student doesn't see it.
Okay.
That's a good point there.
Yeah.
I know, I checked on that because I don't want to put something.
What if you wrote something like negative and then someone sees it, you're like, oh no, I'm in trouble.
Right. All right. Okay. Third tip, view ungraded assignments. So you can do this from the gradebook, obviously. I've been doing that. And Canvas has, I don't want to put a real course because I don't want you guys to see names and grades, but Canvas has like the column colors, right? Like if you look at it, if it's blue, it means that they, turned it on time and you've graded it. But if it starts turning pink and red and things like that, I'm not sure exactly what the sort of, is it the redder it is, the later the assignment is? But you can kind of see the colors in there, kind of tells you if there are students with late assignments. So that's fine. But even with that, sometimes I have lots of columns in my grade book because I give like homework for each section and I have different activities. So I might have like, I don't know how many columns, but there's lots of them. So I'm kind of scrolling through and kind of go, okay, who's submitted an assignment? Maybe they submitted it late and I want to give them credit, or something happened that I want to be able to catch those single assignments and not miss, or at the end of the semester, if I want to make sure that I've sort of absolutely graded everything that needs to be graded, even if I put in zeros. And I find it like a pain to just kind of scroll through Canvas and find everything that I've missed. Okay, so this is recently I discovered this. So if you go to your dashboard, like all your courses, there's here on the recent feedback, there's something called view grades. Okay, and I can't believe I haven't noticed this. I've used Canvas for more than 2 years now, and I've never seen that button. And I ignored it. All right, so for the courses you're teaching that actually have students in them, there's the student interaction report. Okay, so let me pick one. Let's see this one. Sorry, it says my internet is unstable, so hopefully I'm not breaking up. All right, so it gives you this report right here, and it gives you a list of ungraded assignment for each student. Okay, so this is like a really quick way of saying, oh, I haven't graded this for Lewis, and I haven't graded this for the test student, and I haven't graded this for that student. It also gives you like a summary of when they logged into the course, current score, and the email, right? So if you kind of go, oh, okay, I can email Lewis, then that takes you directly to the email, so you can email him. So yes, that's another quick tip for making my life easier with grading. All right, any thoughts and comments on maybe tips that saves you time with grading?
I don't have any tips, but I think that it was very useful.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I'll add a tip at the end. I'm looking at my dashboard, and I have like way too many courses on my dashboard.
What can you do with them?
I'll sneak in a 7th tip in here. Let's see. I think, how do you do this? If you go to courses and you go to all courses, you see how these have stars on them?
Oh.
And these don't?
Yes.
Right? If you take the stars away, I think I can get rid of all these. You still have them in your Canvas, but it won't show in your dashboard. So you can clean your dashboard up a little bit, so it's not like so overwhelming. Which ones do I want to keep? Not this one. No, let's get rid of these two. Oh, I'll keep this one. Maybe get rid of this and this. All right, there you go. Let's see how my dashboard looks now. It still has a bunch, but not as many as before. So yeah, if you go and take the stars away, then you can clean up your dashboard, and you can still go to your all courses and see them later. Yeah, I probably need to clean it up even more. I don't think I need to see all this. I just need to see the courses I'm teaching that semester, because
Mhm.
otherwise it gets a bit confusing, right? I know, does anybody have like it looks like mine, like it's such a long list of little cards that you can't even find the course that you're teaching.
That's why I asked how to, if you could do anything about that.
Yeah,
I can definitely use this one. Mine has a lot of,
yours has a lot.
yeah. So I'll definitely use this right after your workshop.
Yeah, clean up. It's good to do a little bit of cleaning before the semester
I
starts.
always thought like the new courses that were assigned, they're always at the bottom. So I have to scroll down every time, every semester.
Yeah.
So I used to think,
Yeah.
oh boy, good tip, good
Yeah, I'm gonna
tip.
get rid of all of these. I don't need any of these. Past enrollments, and then the future spring. Oh, there's the spring ones. I don't need the spring ones anymore. All right, there's the summer. The only ones I want is the fall ones. There you go. Let's see. Dashboard. Look,
Better.
beautiful.
Way better.
It's so much better. I'm
All
hearing this.
cleaned out. That's
I
how
told
I
you,
like my
like-
dashboard, neat and clean.
Clean and clean. I told you guys, I get really excited about things like this.
Yeah.
Anyway, and you can make them pretty. Like they come with this standard color, but I think that you can change colors.
Yes,
You
yes.
can
that
kind of
I
use
know.
your color.
Mm.
Can you put a picture in there? Does anybody know?
I
Oh yeah,
don't.
you can do it.
You can do a
Under-
picture.
Yeah, I like to do that for all my courses. I put a little image and then have the color kind of on top. So there's this kind of gives
How
kind
do
of a
you
cool.
put a picture in?
You have to go within the course itself
Oh, you do. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and into the
All right.
settings.
Oh, course and settings. All right, so if I go to this class and I go to the settings, oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
then choose an
right.
image.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
right,
and it
just
lays that color on top of it. It's pretty cool.
right there, right. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm doing that once the session is finished because I
Yeah.
want that to be
For
prettier.
flock, I had these birds sitting on a wire. It was kind of fun.
That's cool. I love that.
It was like 4 birds just kind of.
Yeah, thank you for the tip, Ryan. I think I'll
To
add
get the
some
color to
pictures
go
for my
away.
dashboard as well.
If
You
if
can.
you want the
I want to do
color on
something
top of it.
mathy. All right, cool. Yeah, so that was the 7th and 8th tip that we snuck in there. Yeah, I told you I learn more from these sessions than I teach because I get you guys to tell me things. All right, let's see next one. Okay, hide grades while grading. Okay, so this is my issue is that I start grading an assignment. So I might have the students are submitting a test or something. And now when I have paper tests, well, I would just sort of grade one problem at a time. And I still try to do that because it kind of keeps it more consistent. I know this is math. But I'm grading one problem at a time and the students are seeing 10%, 8%. So they're kind of seeing the grades with just the grade for that first problem and they're freaking out. So guess what? While I'm grading, they're emailing me going, oh my God, what happened? What's wrong with my grade? Right? So it kind of gets a bit annoying. They're just kind of responding, wait a minute, I'm in the middle of grading. You have to kind of give me till tomorrow. Even if I tell them ahead of time, it will probably take me until Wednesday to finalize your test grades. I still get them freaking out about their tests. So there's a way to hide the grades in Canvas, hide that column, so you can do all your grading without the students seeing them. It's locked for them. And then once you're done it, you can reveal all of them. All right. So, and I've also kind of done it that's like I finish grading all the tests, then I kind of go back in and go, that problem was really tough. Maybe I should make it extra credit or something. So I adjust my grades occasionally based on seeing how the students are doing. And then they're kind of seeing their grade go up and down, and they're like, they don't know what's going on, right? So we don't want that. Okay, so this is how you do it. So there's a couple of ways to do it. One is to do it like individual assignments, and one is to do it for the whole course at the beginning. Okay, it kind of depends on what you want. All right, so let's pick a class. All right, let's look at this one. I'm gonna go to grades. There's no grades in here, but there's students. All right, so let's see, I wanna go on an assignment that I wanna grade. Grade case study. And there's two automatically. So assignment grades will be visible to students as soon as they are entered. You want to set it to manually. All right, sorry, I got a message, it's unstable. All right, you want to set it to manually. Yeah, sorry, my internet's been it's been kind of telling me your connection is unstable, so it's kind of cutting out. So sorry about that. I went to campus today and the internet there is really good. so I think one benefit to teaching from campus is I think it will be a bit better. So yeah, if you click manual, then it will hide your grades. So when you go, you can see here, shows manual. Okay. Now, the best thing to do is to do this before students submit any assignments. If you do it after, then I'm not sure how it works, but some students see their grades and some students don't. I think you kind of have to reset that to manual as the grades come in. So if like new people are submitting assignments, you have to kind of keep resetting it. So if you do it before students submit anything, then you don't have to, you won't have like some students seeing it, some don't. All right, so now when you do the speed grader, you're gonna grade your, and you can also see it here, okay, from the eye there, there's like grades to post and grades to hide. So if they're hidden, you'll have a cross through this. And if they're posted, then you're gonna see the eye, okay? So there's no grades on here, so there's nothing for me to grade. But yeah, you can grade in peace with your grades hidden. And then at the end, you can either click on the eye and say post grades, or you can go back to your column in your grade book and undo the manual thing. Now I forgot which one I did. Case study. Okay, I'll need to figure out which one I did. All right, anyway. Okay, so that's assignment by assignment. So if you have an assignment in particular that you want to do manual, the other way is to do it for the course at the beginning for everything. Okay, so you go to the little toolbox with the little gear, and you go to grade posting policy, and you go manual post grades and update, and that sets all your assignments to manual right at the beginning, like before the course starts. And then as the grades come in, then you can go and change to automatic, and that will reveal the grades for that assignment. All right, any questions or comments with this one?
So just so I understand, so you could set the default to be hide everything, but
Yes.
and then before students even enter a grade, you can select that one assignment and make it automatic.
Yeah,
So if you have maybe some of your assignments are automatically graded and others are not, you could set the their auto graded assignments to be automatic,
Yeah.
where maybe exams are, yeah, okay, that's really
Yeah,
helpful.
so I would just set it for the exams to be manual.
Right,
Because I have homework that the Canvas grades automatically, and there's no reason for me to hide those, and it'd probably be a extra work for me to go and unhide them. But for the exams, definitely, I would set them to manual, like right at the beginning of the semester. Again, I think I've experienced some issues if I hide them in the middle of the exam or after they submitted it, because I'm not sure exactly why. But yeah, you can set some grades manual. So as you're grading for something that's longer for you to grade, it might take you 1 or 2 days. Or you grade some students and not others, and they talk to each other and kind of they start bugging you. It's like, how come you haven't graded this? My friend got it, and all that stuff. So yes, I don't mind my students bugging me, but it kind of distracts me from if I'm concentrating to grade.
what I was doing on an exam is after every exam I graded, I'd have to go and click, hide. You would have to think about it for 3-4 seconds. Then okay, and then I'd grade the second person, and I would grade them, and it would be visible for a few seconds until I went and clicked, hide, think about it. And so, just thinking, that would probably save me 10 minutes worth of just the computer thinking.
Right.
5 seconds here and there.
Now I can set that at the beginning to have everything hidden, and then once you're kind of going, it's all graded, I'm happy with them, I'll release them now. Yeah. Anybody else have questions or comments on this one? All right. You might have noticed, again, sort of a side tip, you might have noticed that the little gear here has other features, late policies, right? So if I haven't used this, but it might be useful to some of you. So you can automatically apply grades for missing submissions. Like you can say if anything is missing, you can give zeros or 50% or whatever. I don't know. Or you can automatically apply deductions to late submissions. So you can kind of take a certain percentage per hour per day. Oh my God, hour is harsh. I thought it'd be week, but hour. Wow. So yeah, you can deduct a certain percentage per day, and you can cap it, right? Lowest possible grade percent. If you it can go down to 0, it can go to 50% or whatever. But yeah, this might be useful.
And you have to do this for each grade, each assignment individually, right?
I think no. This is a global.
For this is global. Would you show one more time? How do you get this?
How to the late policy?
Yes.
Yeah. So you open the grade book and you go to the gear.
Oh yeah, the settings. Okay.
Yeah, and
that applies to the whole grade book.
That applies to the whole grade book.
Got it.
I don't know if there's a way to do it assignment by assignment, unless you just sort of do it manually.
Yeah, I used to do this manually. I never went to that settings button ever. So I have done this manual thing for each one individually.
Yeah, there's curve grading, but I don't know. I don't like curves. So I'm like, I'm not even.
3 dots I have used,
All right, any other questions? All right, there you go. Okay. Commonly used comments. So this is probably, this is a new feature, like the Canvas update like in the summer, and this is like brand new, and I really like this. All right, let's see. Oh, sorry, was there a comment? I think I need to go to a course where there's, no, I don't think so. Okay. All right, let's say you have an assignment and you're grading it. So you go to Speed Grader. And you might not have noticed, but this little bubble text box was not there before. Now there is.
Oh.
All right. So this is a place to save frequently used comments when you're grading. All right. So I have a few in there right now. Let me get rid of them to kind of start from the beginning. All right. So if you kind of go to your course and you click on that, then this is what you're seeing right now. Okay. So if you are grading and you know what, you try to personalize, but you know that you're going to use the same comments over and over again. You know, there's probably like maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 types of comments that you're going to do. You did a great job, keep it up. You know, this paper needs a little bit more or something. So, you know, you type and you kind of notice that you're cycling through them. So what you want to do if you know you're going to reuse comments, you go to the comment library first and you're going to type in there. So great job. All right. Now, usually I try to leave longer comments because if it's just great job, it's easy to type. So there's no point in saving it to the comment library. And then you go add to the library. So you kind of adds it to the list right here. Okay. Now this little radio box thing, if you turn it on, then when you start typing in the box, it will give you that comment. So it will give you the suggestion. So that might be a good thing to turn on. All right. So now you're going to choose this from the list and it puts it in the box. Okay. Let's see. I want another one. Let's see. I say it needs more work. All right. You add that to the library. All right. And you choose the comment. Okay. All right. Let's say you start with an empty thing. You go to the next student and you kind of go, oh, okay, I love your assignments. I'm going to go here. Great work. Puts it in. All right. You go to the next student and you forget that you have your common library and you start typing needs. Oh, look. It fills it in for you, can anticipate what you're going to say. So it shows you the comment from the library and you can click on it and put it in there. All right. So this is kind of cool. All right. Even cooler is that it saves the comments from assignment to assignment. So if you're going to the next assignment, case study 4, and you're going to do the speed grader, guess what? Those comments are still in the library, so you can reuse them. So you don't have to kind of start fresh with a new assignment, right? And even cooler, it saves it for all your courses. So it's not course specific. You'll go to a different course and your commonly used feedback will be in a different course. So say I go to this course right here, this has absolutely nothing in it. Yes, I am a bit late with setting up my courses. Actually, I'm setting it up in this one and copy it over. So I'm not that late. All right. Yeah. So if I go to a different class and I want to grade this one, speed grader, there you go. There's my comments in there that I can use for a different class.
Nice.
All right. So this is good. I mean, up to now, it's kind of like I do comments and I copy and paste them to a Word file, and then I kind of, you know, have them and then I sort of copy and paste them, or I kind of go, I go through the grade book. It's like, what did I made that comment for this student. So I go and copy and paste it to a different student. So it kind of gets a bit messy. So this will kind of save a bit of time. All right, Leonor, you have a question?
Yes, I wanted to know, where do the students see those comments? They're not integrated into the submission itself, but separately as a comment?
Yeah, so when they check their grades, they see the submission comments. Let me see if I can show you the student view. All right, I'll go to the test student. All right, so and go, let's see, you are missing this assignment. Please submit. All right. And I'm going to submit this. So this is me as a teacher. All right, let me go to the student view. All right, so I'm gonna go to the student view. All right, and the student sees, oh, I have a grade. It shows a 1 here. So I go to grades. And what's been graded? I told you I have lots of columns in my grade book. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. See? All right, so problem set 2. Here's the comment that I made right here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Thank you.
And if it's a speed grader, like with math, I annotate their submission. Like they'll submit work, and you can mark it in speed grader with the red pencil or whatever. It's just like, oh, you have a mistake here. Then there's a link here that they can click on to see my markings on their document, so I can give them feedback straight on their PDF that they submitted. But yeah, the submission comment goes here. All right. Any other questions with this one?
No, it's good.
Good. All right. Awesome. Oh, all right. Let's see. Where's my last one? Okay. So last one, the video feedback feature. I haven't used this much. I might have used it a couple of times, but I want to use it more. I think a lot of the times, yeah, I mark things on their submission in SpeedGrade, or I leave comments. But I do want to try to kind of give some video feedback occasionally, kind of see how it works out. I think for some assignments it works better than others. Maybe that it's more, instead of kind of doing problems, maybe it's a statistics case study or something. I can basically use the video to share the screen on their assignment and kind of go, oh, great introduction, this was awesome, overall it was great, but you are missing this requirement in this part, and maybe you need to beef up that paragraph. Why didn't you make revisions and resubmit it or something? Okay, so you can, I think sometimes a video comment is appropriate if you're kind of talking more overall about the assignment rather than sort of being nitpicky. I think you can sort of still kind of put details on there. Okay, so to access that is still from the speed grader. All right, so let me go to an assignment here. Grades. Right. This one, speed grader. And there's the type comments. Obviously you can put an attachment, and this is the video feedback, and there's an audio feedback, but that's speech recognition. I haven't used that one either. Okay, all right, so you click on that and you can record it right there, or you can upload a pre-made recording. I think it's nice if you just sort of record right there. Let's see. Start recording. Hello. I don't see the webcam.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I was wondering if the is recorded visually or just the audio.
I've seen it done visually, like with people sharing their screen on the assignment. So I don't know. Let's try again. Oh, you know why? All right. It's because I'm using my camera for Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my computer's going, you're trying to do way too much at the same time. so yeah, that happens. But yeah, I think that when you're not on Zoom, it can use the camera for the video recording. So
that makes
sense.
Yeah,
you can do that, and once you're done and you just hit save, then when they go check their grade in that box with the feedback, they will see the video, a link for the video feedback, a little icon of the movie, and then they can click on it and see your feedback. All right. Okay, any questions with that?
No.
All right. Okay, so here's my contact information. I looked at my schedule and I found a good time for live office hours. So if you want to come in and if you have questions about anything or you want to try things out or just confused about how something needs to work in Canvas or Zoom or things about teaching remotely, then pop in Tuesday afternoons. If this time is not convenient to you, email me and I can find other times in my schedule and we can meet, or we can sort of do things by email. Usually how it works, if people are trying to do something, they email me first. I try to kind of answer by email. And if it doesn't sort of solve it or it's kind of a satisfying answer, then I can set up a Zoom meeting and we can go over stuff. But I am here for you. All right. Okay, so last few minutes. Share your Canvas tips and hacks. What do you guys have for me? Anything that sort of, it's like, I really like using this in Canvas. So I'm gonna let everybody.
Before that, I have a question for you, Anne.
Yeah.
While you were explaining this, I couldn't take complete notes because I didn't want to miss out on what you were showing. So is it at all possible if you have some kind of PDF or slideshow that you can share with us? So
Yes, I'm gonna put it
in one place and refer to it.
Yes, I'm gonna put this in the chat right now.
Okay, great.
All right, here's the link to that slideshow, and it has links to, it has the pictures and it has links to guides when I was able to find any.
Great.
All right, so yeah,
That is wonderful.
No, that's perfect.
cool. And yeah, I'm recording this, and it will appear in the Miramar Professional Development channel. I'm glad Laura's doing that. I think that'd be really useful.
Well, thank you so much for all these tips.
Absolutely.
All right, you're welcome.
I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome. I hope you can use some.
Thank you.
Yep, for sure.
I'm going to use all of these.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank
You
See
can
you
stick around
Friday,
if you have
Anne.
questions.
See you
Otherwise,
Friday.
I'm done.
Okay,
All
thanks,
right,
Sam.
see you
Take
later.
care.
I'm so sorry. I have problems with my audio. You know, my name is Carmen Lira. Can I ask you one question? Or
Of
maybe
course,
Terry,
yeah. Hi, Carmen.
maybe Terry has some questions.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm just getting ready to leave. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, you know, I am teaching in Mesa College,
Yeah.
but I really love the way that you teach. Very simple and very direct and very. It would be possible that if I have some questions, can I contact you and your
Oh, of
office
course,
hours?
yeah. Of course, you
Yeah,
can.
because you know the people in Mesa are different.
Yeah, it just I want to support all the jobs because you
Yeah,
guys teach at different
you make
colleges
it
and it's
so
hard
easy.
to.
Yeah, you make it so
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
and simple. I really enjoy it, and I learned a lot of tips from your session today.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Okay.
use the contact information from that slideshow. You're welcome to email me
Okay.
or pop in. Okay.
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate it. Have
All
a
right.
wonderful day. Bye-bye.
No problem. Bye bye.